Hey planty people, let's go ahead and talk about hanging plants today. But before we jump in, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Shannon. I make plant content all across social media. And if you find this video helpful or if you enjoyed the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. For me, I think the appeal on hanging plants is just how easy they are to care for. These are really easy plants to take care of usually, depending on the type you get. We're going to talk about a couple different types today and how I care for them. The first type we're going to talk about today is the pothos plant. This plant is just so easy to care for. I grow them both the same way in a chunky soil mix. I water them both every 7 to 10 days. And that's about it. Every once in a while, I clean the leaves because they get a little dusty, but they grow really well. The really wonderful thing about pothos is that there's just so many varieties. There's really a variety for everyone, and you truly can collect them all. Like I said, with the pothos, you truly can collect them all. This is a Mangula pothos, just striking variegation on the leaves. This one here is a neon, also just incredibly awesome variegation, and it's so unique and different from all the other pothos. You truly can collect them all, and because they're so easy to care for, you can really fill up your spaces. Another kind of hanging plant you could try in your home would be something like this heartleaf philodendron. I absolutely love this plant. I grew it out from a 3-leaf cutting, and I've had it now for about 3 years, and it's just absolutely massive. I've kind of got it trellised up here and then kind of let it hang because I like the leaves getting nice and big here like these ones. But this plant not only is so easy to grow, it's also incredibly easy to propagate. You can see this plant back here hanging. This is actually cuttings from this plant that I made a second plant with. Like the pothos, the philodendron also has different varieties. This one here is a neon pothos that I also grow the same way. It's in a chunky soil mix. I water it every 7 to 10 days. Don't really do much else to it, and it just grows. I really love the philodendron. I feel like people don't talk about these hanging plants enough. Look how sweet those little hearts are. I'm a heart emoji kind of person, so these plants just speak to me. I love the hearts. Another hanging philodendron that you could try if you're really into velvety sort of leaves would be the philodendron micans. I absolutely adore this plant. It's so pretty and it grows so fast. I'm constantly pruning this plant. I have not tried to grow this one hydroponically. While I have tried to grow the other philodendrons hydroponically, they worked fine. I haven't tried this with micans, so I'm not sure if you could grow it hydroponically. Mine's growing in a chunky soil mix. Again, I water every 7 to 10 days, and she's a happy girl. I'm constantly pruning her, and I love the way she looks draping down off my shelf. Okay, the last genus of hanging plant that I'd like to talk about is the Hoya. I have not had good experience with Hoya, and I've noticed that that just kind of seems to be the way it is with some growers. Some growers can grow Hoya like no one's business. They have so many Hoyas. They're big, they're beautiful, they're blooming, they look spectacular. I am not that kind of grower. I have struggled so hard with Hoya. I think my problem is I love all my plants too much. I'm constantly watering, I'm constantly checking, I'm constantly cleaning, I'm constantly doing things. And Hoya does not like that. Hoya really, I feel, wants to be left alone. So this Hoya and I seem to be getting along. This is a Hoya freckle splash. And since being in my care, I've actually grown out this stem here and I've grown out this stem here. So it's given me lots of new growth. The things that I've been doing different with this Hoya that are working for me is I've been actually growing it in my southern window, which surprisingly is not burning my leaves, and I'm getting nice little freckle splashes on the leaves. I didn't think a southern window would be good for Hoya, but this Hoya seems to love it. I just water it every 7 to 10 days. I've got it in a terracotta pot so that way I can't hopefully not overwater it. And it's in a pretty chunky mix. But again, this girl seems to be really happy. So if you're beginning in Hoya, I would absolutely recommend this one. we seem to be getting along. And that's it for today's hanging plant video. I hope you found this video incredibly helpful. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Every subscription counts for a small creator, and I'm trying to make friends here, so I'm actually subscribing back to everyone. I hope to watch all of your content and see your tips and tricks and see what you do. These are the hanging plants that are in my collection, but I just want to put a disclaimer here at the end that not every hanging plant is created equal. There are succulent hanging plants that require less water and more light. There are anthurium hanging plants that are just a whole different genus and a whole different thing on their own. So make sure that when you are selecting hanging plants for your home, you're selecting plants that you know that you can care for, that you've done your research on, and that you know will thrive in your home. Of course, you're going to lose some along the way. That's okay. We all learn, we all grow. Everyone has lost one or two or 10 or 15. I've probably lost 15 in my learning growth. That's okay. We're all learning and growing. But make sure that you pick the plants that fit your home and that fit your style and can fit your schedule. The last thing you want is to commit to caring for a plant that requires a lot of needs that you can't provide. So, with that said, I hope you have a great day. I hope you stay tuned next week for next Thursday's video. I plan to do another update in my plant collection and talk about all the new fun things that are going on. I've got a really big leaf coming out on my bird of paradise. I can't wait to show you guys. So please subscribe so that way you don't miss that video. And I'll see you next week. Bye.